Greetings, what's up? This is Zufara. I'm back, with another episode, Keys for the Unhinged episode. I should say 12 because I did 11. So we'll say episode 12. How are you guys doing? That's good. I'm doing good also. It's kind of late, but I was up just messing around on the laptop trying to complete something, and it's causes for a little bit more research than I was kind of anticipating, but it's okay. I don't feel like doing any more research right now, so I figured I would cut the camera on and see what would come up. I'm doing okay. Yesterday I was we had my husband's brother was coming into town, so I wanted to clean the guest room, and I called myself wanting to move the dresser over a little bit, and so I got down to pull it. Oh my goodness. I felt the lower part of my spine say, well, no, this way, right? I actually felt it like, loosen up. So I'm not necessarily sore sitting down like this. I can feel it, but I feel the pain more when I'm standing up and I bend forward as if I'm trying to touch my toes, you know? So, okay, sorry, I'm back. Hold on. See if that's a little bit better. Um, my brother-in-law actually had came out the room and I heard him, so I went ahead and just paused the video. But as I was saying, mm, ooh, the dresser was heavy, okay, and I realized that when I pulled the first time. I'm like, I wasn't pushing it at the top. I literally got down to pull, the dresser towards me. And as I pulled, that's when I felt it go. But I've also been doing a lot of stretching, like I want a flexible spine just because I really would like to be flexible everywhere. So, I've been just stretching my whole body, period. So, I'm assuming what is going to happen is I needed that stretch in my lower spine. It's just it happened all at once and it wasn't gradual. So, my husband, he massaged it for me twice already today. I'll continue to massage it, put some castor oil, magnesium oil, DMSO, rub it on there, and I should be good in a couple of days. And of course, try not to just sit forever and to continue to stretch. So I'm hoping that that pull, it will remove the tightness that was in the bottom of my spine anyways. I don't know. But for real, that would be awesome. You know, I mean, it would be awesome. Speaking of stretching, I see a lot of people doing stretching techniques, excuse me, on Instagram, and it's this one, I think it's called the Stretch Lounge. He is in South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, and he has classes that you can do and kind of like get a certification. I want to go do that so bad. I think that'd be awesome. Um, and even I would just like to go and be stretched everywhere. But I really would like that certification because I would like to stretch people myself. I'm real hands-on, massaging, uh, administering, administering. administering things to people. But yeah, I like to use my hands as far as crafts, as far as everything crafty. I pretty much like to do. I like it all. Um, I would like to partake in glass blowing. I like pottery. Um, those are glass blowing. I have not done pottery when I was a little girl. Excuse me, my mom had actually brought me a pottery wheel. So I dabbled in pottery before. Excuse me. But like jewelry, I make jewelry. I love to crochet. I love to make jewelry too. Crochet. I like to cook. I like to bake. I like to sew. I like to paint. Like I said, I really, really, really enjoy. And I got big hands too. See, I really enjoy using my hands. It's a way that I express myself. I'm real hands on. Um, but yes, and massaging, stretching. I think that stuff is awesome. And even acupressure. I love all that stuff. All hands on healing avenues, modalities. I don't know really what you will call them, but I like that stuff. Everyone is actually asleep, believe it or not, except my brother in law. It is 12:06 and he just went outside to have a cigarette. I'm surprised these days that people are still smoking cigarettes. I really am. Because there's so much other stuff to smoke, like, and I'm not talking about heroin or, crack. And that's not a joke either. I pray that if you know someone who has an issue with those things, um, that they can turn inside and come from among those things that is detrimental to your living. But there's people are smoking like herbs now, and but when I say herbs, I'm talking about like lavender, mugwort, blue lotus. Like people are actually smoking other things besides cigarettes. But mm, I actually had a bout with cigarettes. I don't even know if I smoked a whole year every day, but it was probably about a year. And it's funny how you start doing things because of the company that you keep. You know, we would chill out, hang around, and, smoke some bud. And they would also smoke cigarettes afterwards. And so, of course, that's how I started smoking cigarettes. But um, mm, I'm so grateful that was just a moment. I'm grateful that was a moment that it's gone, you know? So, so grateful. That's memories, though, and memories are all we have. Not all we have, but, it's funny because sometimes they're like, I don't want to remember that, or that's a useless, excuse me, a useless memory. But if I could remember all of my memories, that would be awesome. One day I asked Google, I was just curious because, they're like, you only use 10% of your brain. But I asked and I said, what is the capacity that the human brain can contain? And this was a couple years ago, but do you know it said like, let me ask. I'm going to ask again because I don't want to quote it and be wrong. I thought it said 2 terabyte, but I'm going to ask again. Let's see. What is the capacity that, let's see, the human brain can hold? Not handle, let's see, hold. Let's see. No, it's not even 2 terabytes. The human brain has a theoretical storage capacity of about 2.5 pegabytes, which is 2.5 million gigabytes. That is amazing to me. I was just, it was just one day and I'm like, 10%, no. We're taught to use 10%. We're taught to shut this down, but 2.5 million gigabytes, they say, which is equivalent to storing 3 million hours of TV shows. This estimate is based on the brain's synaptic complexity, as each of the 125 trillion synapses can store a small amount of information, and their combined strength and number contribute to the brain's vast memory potential. So that means, oh yeah, like I should be able to remember everything from birth to now. That's awesome, isn't it? Who would have thought? I did, I guess. That's why I looked it up. But I'm like, that's so, like every memory somewhere is inside. We say, oh, I forget, or I'm real prone to locking stuff away. Or I guess that's what you call it. But I used to say it wasn't important enough, so I forgot it. Or it wasn't important enough, so I wasn't going to waste time trying to remember it. But somewhere on the inside, all that information is there. That's awesome to me. I'm sorry. That is so cool. And it has to be. Like, I don't see it as I'm having some acid reflux, I guess. I don't usually have it. You know what's funny? And this is changing the subject, but I didn't know what I was going to talk about anyway, so here's my everywhere. Sorry. But at a certain time at nighttime, my stomach starts not feeling good, and the only thing I can usually do to combat that is to take my butt to sleep. That's what I do. I go to bed. It'll just start feeling like upset and nauseous, and it's 12:13. I got probably about an hour, the most, and my stomach is going to start acting up. That is so out there, and it's been like that for a long time. But when I say a long time, I'm not talking about like since I was a little girl, because obviously I wasn't staying up late like this when I was a little girl. But for a few years, um, and I know most of the time I don't stay up this late, but like sometimes when I do, and my stomach starts going through that stuff, and it starts feeling like you want to do that I want to do that, then yeah, instead of sitting up feeling it, I lay down and I go to sleep. So the little acid reflux that I got right now, I don't even know why. I'm trying to think, what did I eat? Excuse me, for dinner. My husband made some homemade gravy, and I had that over some rice. Oh, I think I know what it was, y'all. And I made some curry lentils. That might be it. It might be the curry that has given me a little acid reflux. I don't know. I'm gonna pause it. He's coming back in the house. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I don't get it during the day. I just get it. Like I said, when I stay up late, it's like my body be like, take your butt to bed. It's time to go to sleep. Take your butt to bed. And I'd be like, okay, because I go ahead to bed too. For real. For real, for real. Um, I'm so hot. I've been kind of hot all day, actually. Um, let's see. I had ordered a ozone machine so that I can make ozonated olive oil, castor oil. Um, yeah, I ordered that machine. So I seen the reviews on it, the positive outcomes people have had. This lady had a brown recluse bit her, and you know how when it bites you, how it starts deteriorating your flesh. Mm. And she was putting the oil on it, and it completely healed, y'all. It's like amazing. That's not why I wanted it. I wanted it for mouth care. Remember, I told you about my daughter and the tooth decay. Um, Another thing about that too is so I have to rephrase that because words that we say manifest. So they want to diagnose her with tooth decay. But I say she does not have tooth decay. She has, let's see how we gonna revamp that. She does not have tooth decay. She has a tooth um re let's see. She has a tooth shoot. How are we gonna say that? She has a tooth remineralization procedure going on. Excuse me. I guess so. Um, but we won't claim the tooth decay. How about that? Her teeth is healing themselves. They are going through remineralization. They're going through, we do these affirmations at nighttime too for her teeth, which my teeth are strong, my teeth are healthy, my teeth are beautiful, my teeth are rejuvenating. That's the word. Her teeth are rejuvenated. Her teeth are not decayed. They are rejuvenating. Okay. Her gums are rejuvenating. I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to correct that in the universe. And her body is healing from the inside out. We say those affirmations every night. Um, if you're a parent or a grandparent, or somebody who is listening and you're dealing with um, teeth setbacks with, I didn't want to call it tooth decay, but uh, teeth setbacks with a child or something. There's so much information out there. Um, and who knows why certain things happen, um, you know, but They do, and it's never the end. Um, it's not the end of the world, especially when it's their first teeth, especially when even technology today that is being revealed and technology that they even had back then, but it just wasn't. Excuse me, it just wasn't revealed, But it's just it is what it is. I envision. I gotta scratch it. I envision sending pictures to that dentist one day, who suggested she go have surgery and get some teeth removed and get caps on a lot of teeth and etc., etc., etc. I envision one day sending her some pictures. hmm I do, because what she spoke was from a mm, no a hopeless standpoint. That's where she spoke from a hopeless space. And what she spoke like goes against what I accept at it as is. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. These professionals. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. Hmm. Anyways, anyways. So let's see. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Um, I'm working on a project, and that's what I was saying. I'm working on a project, and I have been working on a project. Well, this same project for um, I don't know, maybe 2 months. But I'm right there. I just got to figure out exactly what I'm going to use to finish the last step. And with so many different programs, with so many different options, it makes it hard. I mean, it just makes it hard. So I call myself writing down different companies that will do it. It's like when you go into the grocery store, it's like, I don't know how many brands of potato chips they have, but it's too many. Like, who needs 30 different kinds of potato chips? you know? So it's like that. It's like, dang. I mean, like, can I just have a choice between three or four the most, but like 30 different kind? Are you serious? That's ridiculous. And that's how I feel with these programs. It's like so many different programs. And I have to make the decision of which one I want to use. But as I also said too, that's what I was supposed to do when I sat down tonight, but I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like it. Some things, you can do when it's already late and you're kind of tired, but some things you shouldn't really mess with. Well, me personally, because if I'm already like tired and then I go and do some computer work or research, oh my goodness, I'll be researching all kinds of stuff and words that don't even go together. And I've had that happen a couple times. So I already know when I feel a certain way, don't even mess with it. Like last night, um, I was going to lay down. I'm in the middle, not in the middle, but I'm reading a book. And um, it's separate than my podcast, but they're like spiritual books. The book that I just finished, it was called The 12 Powers of Man. And I think I spoke about it before. And so I finished it, but every night, I would read it and record it, and then I'm going to put it online. And so people who want to listen to a book being read instead of actually reading it themselves, they can listen to it. And so every night I read it. I finished it. Now I'm on book two, and it's not by the same author. It's just another spiritual book that I found, and I want to read. I was led to do it. So, sometimes we hear certain things and get ideas to do certain things, and it might not necessarily make sense, but I'm doing it. So, last night I had okay, I started the second book, not last night, but the night before, and I read 48 minutes recording. I got through chapter three. And then I went to stop the recorder and it glitched on me. So the whole recording was lost. I was like, oh my goodness, it was lost. So last night I was going to reread the recording that was lost, and I was exhausted and I was like, I'm going to sleep. It's okay. It's okay. Um, so tonight I did, as my daughter was falling asleep, I read tonight, and I didn't redo. It's called You Forever. That's what I read 2 nights ago, the 48 minutes. Tonight, I didn't do that. I was going to redo that, especially since it's the second book. But I started a different book, and it's called You're a Human Being Having a Spiritual Experience. No, You're a Spiritual Being Having a Human Experience. It's by Bob Frisell. And so that's the book I'm reading right now. And, I'll read it every night unless I'm just totally exhausted. But I'll read it every night and then, upload it so people can listen to it. The books are wonderful. I don't agree with every single thing that is said in the books, but about 90% I can G with. I can G with. Um, Life is amazing. It's amazing how, for whatever reason, some people might know, I don't know exactly why I decided to come down here and be a part of life at this moment. It's not something I figured out. But I do know that I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be on this journey. I'm excited to awaken to where I am. In one of my previous videos or one of my previous recordings, I said that when I actually met my husband, I was like, I just want to do whatever it is I'm supposed to do while I'm here this time so I can get out the loop. I literally felt like I was in a loop and I kept repeating the same mistakes over and over and over and over. That's what I felt like. So when I met him, I said, I just want to know what I'm supposed to do so I don't have to come back here. And I felt like I just kept coming back here. I guess I'd die. And I mean, of course, this is just a reenacting by me, okay? I don't know exactly what happens, how it happens, but I die. Somebody's giving birth, and here I go. Excuse me, waking up. Here again, here again, here again. And that's really what I felt like. And I think that's amazing, especially as my journey goes and as I learn and I grow. It's like, you came back this time. I don't know what I told myself last time, even, like before I left, but I knew, like, oh, dang, I keep repeating the same mistakes over and over. I keep bumping my head. I'm tired of coming back here like that. And I knew that. And that's pretty cool, isn't it? Um, I just still trying to figure out exactly um, what my purpose is. Now, I know I love to communicate with people. I love people. I love talking to people. I love finding out everybody like I meet. I would like to find out what's inside your head. That's just me. Remember, I said I'm a Gemini sun in Mercury and Mars. Um, and Gemini is another place in my chart. I was actually just looking at it today. I was telling my husband, like, I think I have Gemini in my chart 3 or 4 times, and Gemini, it's there 4 times. So, um, yeah, I love communicating and I love picking people's brains. I love dialogue. I love conversations. I just do. So, I don't even know why I said that. But I just wanted to check in. It has been a couple of days since I've done a video. Um, I pray you're fine. I pray you've had a good day. You're having a good week. I pray that you're having a good night. I pray all is well. I pray that you're being mindful of the words that you speak and the things that you say. I hope you're being mindful. Um, I am. It's a constant change. Is kind of like it's a switch. Like, how people say eating healthy is not like a trend, it's a lifestyle. So being mindful of excuse me, being mindful of your thoughts, being mindful of your speech, it's a continual thing. It's a lifestyle, you know. It's a lifestyle. hmm I'm not ready to go to bed, but it's only 12:33. Um, I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning. I was doing my videos in the morning, like I said in the other video, but my recordings, not my videos. I was doing my recordings in the morning, but shoot, I don't wake up in the morning, but it's because I don't go to bed on time either. But let me tell you why. Because once the children lay down and do whatever it is they're doing, and once they lay down, I don't want to lay down too. I want some time to myself, some time to do what it is that I might want to do, some time to work on whatever it is I might want to work on, you know? So that's why that goes like that. And the other option to fix that would be to lay down at a decent time at night time and then wake up early in the morning, darling, right? I am a morning person though. I mean, like, it's I can do it, but I really have to go to bed at a certain time. But as I said, when the nights come and the children are asleep, it's like, oh, what do I want to do? Ufara, what do you want to do? You know? So, anyways, it's all good. Um, I'm glad my children are not into kind of like a strict schedule. Like, if we get to bed late one night, they're still not going to rise up at no 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. They definitely have to get their sleep in. So it's not crazy like that over here. If you stay up late, you're gonna sleep in the morning. Otherwise, Mr. and Mrs. Attitude will greet you. You know, and same thing with people too. Now me, I've found out that like 7 hours, it's my sleep time. 7 hours. If I do 7.5 hours, It's awful. It's like I didn't even do the 7, like it's like I only did a half. And it's like my meter fills up. And if I go over and do 7.5 hours, my meter goes back down. I've slept too much. So finding your sleep time, I don't know what it's called, but the time that your body needs to charge. If anybody else is having issues with that, figure that out. That might help you because mm-mm, if I go 30 minutes over, it's like I didn't sleep at all. That stuff is awful. It's not awful. I gotta fix that word. I shouldn't say that. It's interesting that when I sleep and then when I wake up, if I sleep more than what I was planning on, 7 hours, and if I sleep over 30 minutes, that my body is completely drained by the time I wake up, like I never slept at all. I don't know what that means. I don't. I be reading the books, right? And I be wanting to do voices, but I'm like, ooh, Farah, look. And this, I talk to myself. I'm like, mm-mm. They're wanting to listen to the book since you're reading the book, but they don't want to sit and hear you do voices and stuff. But I get bored with reading, so I like to change the voices up. Mm, that's just that's just me. That's just me. Mm. Well, okay. I said I was gonna let you go, but I'm gonna let you go for real this time. Um, Sleep well if you're going to sleep. If you're not going to sleep and it's the beginning of your day, have a wonderful day today. And I will talk to you later. See ya.